To win or not to win? That is the question. We're looking at the mind of a winning athlete, because being a high performing athlete is required to compete at the very highest level of sport. But being a winner, that takes a little bit extra. And it's all about the psychology of winning. The psychology of high performing athletes. It's all about winning. Or at least it should be. Now that might sound harsh, but let me tell you why. I mean, if they're high performing, say, in the first place, what else is there? So long as you are in the mix and up with the pack at the top of your sport, you just need, at the end of it all, to make sure you're the winner. And more often than that, thumbs up to you. But then there are the athletes that are training, and they're doing this as if they're high performers and have not won anything yet. Because there are many of those out there. Of course, many people become second, third, and so on in the chasing pack. Now, in the most recent past, many teams, organizations, clubs, and indeed countries have invested in high performance units, gymnasiums, arenas, professionals, and programs. They include their top athletes in that area because they want to win, and they have the biggest chance, they believe, there to become the winners in their chosen competition. But that doesn't mean, at the end of it all, that they are the champions of the sport, or even their division, their weight class, or even in that particular year. Because many, a huge amount, can compete, but only one, at the end of it all, can take the winner's prize. High performance units are decked out with cutting edge technology, top class facilities such as running tracks, gymnasiums, even apps, tracking devices, testing equipment, nutritionists, fitness professionals, and many, many other people that aid, or try to aid at least, the athlete to win and win each time. Yet, when one person is considered a high performance athlete, their competition is considered this too. That means that essentially their competition also receives this high level or higher level of equipment and professional expertise when they are training, when they are preparing at this really advanced level. And if you think about it, if several athletes or several teams are training at a really high level and they're doing all the correct and modern things, the cutting edge things that athletes should do, then no competitor is more advanced or even closer to winning than another. There'll always be one winner. So gone are the days for sure of, say, late nights, bad diets, and only turning up to compete. Athletes and athletics and sports teams are big businesses, organizations, and they take in trillions upon trillions of dollars year on year. Athletes and competitors are the pawns, realistically, that draw this spending, and they need to be at their top level of their game in order to give a great performance. So extreme fitness, without a shadow of a doubt, is a must. The crowd, the followers, they demand to see chiseled athletes that appear to be at the top of their game, but only appearing, it seems, many times. Yet still, why? Because there's only one winner in every competition. So, despite all the modern advancements in training, the environment of competition being replicated, the results are the same. One winner. Because top level sports demands that competition is fierce, and it doesn't commiserate with those that finish in second or third or even in the chasing pack. It's those that win that are known as winners, and those that lose, well, they are unfortunately the losers. These are the cold, hard facts of it all. Everyone loves a winner. So if all the top tier competitors are doing advanced training, advanced stuff, and practicing at a higher level that is scientifically scrutinized to be better than previous generations of athletes and sports teams and players alike, why then do the winners win and the losers stay at a mere high performance level of just being competitors? The answer, my friend, it's in the mind of the athlete. Because despite the physicality of sports and all the top class professionals that work in the industry, and there are a major amount of them, at the end of the day, none of them, absolutely none of them, can hold an athlete's hand or a player's hand while they're competing to win that final contest. They cannot step over that white line with them. And even if they could, well then, each of the professions, they come from a different point of view. For example, the fitness professionals believe that if you maximize the fitness of an athlete, then, well, you make sure they have the greatest chance, the best chance of winning. Whereas the nutritionist then believes that what you eat, what the athlete eats, will make them the most powerful and more powerful than the most of the competitors that they're up against. And the coach thinks that their tactics, well, simply outfox the opposition. There are other examples, and I could go on. The list goes on and on, in fact. But all of these areas can be capitalized on by the opposition. Their competition and their opposition can become fitter than them. They can also eat better. They can be more disciplined in their eating. And so doing, they prepare their body better for the physical contest. That's where the nutrition can lead into the fitness. And their competition can put a plan for a potential attack or defense in the contest to get ahead of them. And everybody wants to win and beat the winners, right? But it's the period when they have to step up and perform to not only the highest ability, but above the requirement of the competition that will set them apart from their field. It's that moment of competition that's required. That's when winners, real winners, become champions. Now, some say there is a genetic difference between, say, champions or constant champions and those they compete against. And there is an old saying, of course, that says champions are born and not made. And it comes to mind right now as I speak about this. And there is a certain truth in that. There's no doubt about it. Let's call a spade a spade. But after all, not everyone, is athletically built to play sports at the highest level. That's just a simple example. Like, for example, basketball players are rarely less than 6 feet tall, those that are in the NBA, for example. And sprinters are, well, they're not born slow, are they? And it's the mind of the athlete, though, that I'm concentrating on, because the mind dictates whether they are to be the elite winner or not, most of the time. And that comes from deep inside the competitor. Yet they can change their mind and how it adapts to the competition that it faces during high performance. The problem for most high performers, though, is that they don't truly believe that they can change, or they won't put in that work that gets them to that time of becoming a champion. That developmental work, that little bit extra. So for most high performance athletes, they'll perform at a really high level, but they'll never become the champion that they can be. So the bottom line is, know your mind, improve it, and you'll be the winner too. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. And you've enjoyed this video. If you have, well, hit that subscribe button. Do have a great day.